Welcome to Talking Trash, and today we're going to talk about non-toxic cleaners. So when you go to the store, next time you go to the store, I should say, walk down the cleaning aisle and just take a look. I just want you to be aware of what's out there and that there are other options. If you have cleaners, I would like to remind you to store them in a high cabinet, whether it's in your house, your garage, make sure they're up high, or in a locked cabinet, no matter where it is. It's really important to keep those out of the way of especially little kids. You don't think it happens, but it actually does happen, that accidental poisonings are not a good thing. So please, if you're buying chemicals wherever you buy them, make sure they're stored away and locked or on a high shelf. Then, when you're done using the chemicals, if you need to get rid of them ahead of time, let's say you didn't use them all up, the ideal thing is to use them all up. But if you didn't, you can bring them out to the household hazardous waste facility. And we take the products, the waste, as you call it, to our hazardous waste facility. If they're not able to be used again, then we ship them away properly. If they're able to be used again, they're good and usable, we put them out on our reuse shelves, and we invite people to come out and take those products for free. If we use those products up, then we don't use your tax dollars to ship them away. So it's really important, if you don't need them anymore, not to throw them in the trash, but to bring them out to the hazardous waste facility. And just a couple facts. I think it's really interesting that there are 84,000 registered chemicals, more than 84,000 registered chemicals that have gone through the complete testing. Do you think there's a lot more chemicals than that? Absolutely. And what they don't test for is how chemicals work together. If you're using this chemical for cleaning and this chemical for your toilet and this chemical and how they all interact with each other, they're not tested for that. We as adults can really handle a lot more in toxicity issues, although you hear a lot more about in the public and on Facebook and on social media how people are coming up with more diseases and that kind of thing. But you know, the people that are really susceptible to issues are children. Children, because they're smaller, they're more compact, they really take it in and don't process it as well as we do. So, and also, pound for pound, kids really, they breathe more air, they drink more water, and they eat more food. And where do they play? Especially when they're little, on the ground, on the carpet. So when you're using a chemical or something that you put on your carpet and then vacuum it up, do you think there's residues left? Absolutely. So just to get you to think, if you're using product, really think about where you're using it and maybe why you're using it. And then getting some of those toxins out of your way if you can. One way would be to have people take their shoes off at the door. Great way. Now, I always thought that was grandma's rules. There's a reason for grandma's rules, to take those shoes off at the door so those toxins from walking around the world during the day don't come into your house, and then your little baby or your grandson doesn't stick their finger in their mouth and get something toxic in their mouth. And just to get you to think about using non-toxic cleaners, for example, baking soda, vinegar, lemon juice. Really, really easy things. What I love about it is that you can use it in your kitchen and cleaning. Isn't that great? So baking soda and vinegar is a great drain cleaner. You take the same amount of baking soda and the same amount of vinegar, put it down your drain or in your toilet, it bubbles, flush it with a lot of water. There's your drain cleaner. You don't need a commercial chemical. So the next episode here, we're going to talk about how to make a few cleaners and a few baby products. Have a great day.